Cancer diagnostics market today, over 110 billion, closer to 150 to, so it's north of 150 billion. And your technology, mitochondrial DNA, could be, a major game changer.
With Pearsanta's mDNA platform, we're talking about non-invasive blood test that basically examines the mitochondrial DNA of an individual, starting with prostate cancer. And the plan here is to move forward with lung cancer, ovarian cancer, breast cancer, and other types of cancer. But the first commercialization we're targeting end of this year, Q1 of 2026, starting with prostate cancer. Let's explain the model in very simple way. It's acquire, build, capitalize. And the innovations we look for innovations that could address some of our most pressing health challenges, period. And today, since we're talking about Pearsanta, we're talking about cancer. Everybody understands the significance of cancer, and we'll talk about it by the numbers. But basically, Aditxt was founded to identify these big innovations with big potential, build them in-house, and capitalize on the opportunity at the right time, just like what we're doing with Pearsanta as we speak. Really transitions from promising science, promising innovation, to commercialization. And that is key inflection point for us, Jack, because we acquired an asset, we built it, we set it up, we made it operationally possible. And the goal here is to launch the first test end of this year, Q1 of 2026, starting again with prostate cancer and endometriosis.
What I find very compelling about your model, which something we talked about in one of our first live streams, is look, we've seen this type of business model you have work out very well, where a company, they have this, buy, build, and monetize strategy where they, again, we've seen this with Interactive Corp, IAC, Safeguard Scientific, a bunch of companies, and they've all created like literally, billions and billions of dollars in value. The stocks went up not 10x, they went up literally 100x or even more. I think Interactive went up maybe 200x over, not in 1 month, over a period of years. Safeguard Scientific, I think, was a more than 100 bagger. I think there's a couple of other companies that are doing this. But the idea is, what makes it very compelling is, okay, you have this portfolio of assets, you identify these assets, you acquire them, you build them up, and then you monetize them by, let's say you spin them out as an IPO or something else. And that company, so Pearsanta, will have its own independent valuation. And let's say in the IPO, it works out, you get a valuation of Pearsanta of, let's just say it's 50 million, okay, which, let's say the thing gets to 50 million, and Aditxt retains half of it. So Aditxt's share of just that, and by the way, when we say 50 million, we're saying early on. I'm not saying, this could be $1 billion company, but early on, let's call in the first, 12 months, 6 months, it could be a 50 million valuation. If Aditxt has 25, your 50% is worth 25 million, that means the stock, Aditxt should be worth north of 25 million. Today, you're trading at 4 million. So, or 3 million. So you got an 8x, 800% upside just from that one aspect, one portfolio company. And you have two more of these in the pipeline.